Yeah, self-care moment, guys. Put it, I don't know where I was. By the mic, so when you talk.
Where you're actually recording?
Yeah.
I'm washing my face in the bathroom.
Okay, he's washing his face in the bathroom. I decided to skip. I skipped that step because I've been using my moisturizer at night. So in the morning, I already rinse my face. I'm just like, screw it. I don't do anything all day anyway. It's not like I've been outside. I didn't sweat. All I did, well, I probably slept because I was sleeping, but
Oh, I feel like we should talk about
as you walk over here,
the products that we are using are Freeman Feeling Beautiful, the Polishing Charcoal and Black Sugar Gel Mask and Scrub. It is definitely a scrub. It does not taste like sugar. And
take off my glasses for this.
it keeps getting in my mouth. That's why I'm saying that. I'm not licking it on purpose. It's for all skin types. It detoxes, exfoliates, and smooths. And really, it just feels like it's scraping my skin off one sugar piece at a time.
Now this one is a suction black mask. It's a Kuinson. I don't know. It's on this. It's not in English. I think it's in. What is it? Chinese?
It's Japanese.
All right. Oh shit!
What?
It's okay. It's on my skirt.
It what?
It's on my skirt. It's in Japanese. We think it's one of them, Chinese or Japanese. And I kind of picked it up on my skirt, but I don't want to put it on my face because my skirt is
You
not.
have to put it on. It comes off with hot water, and then you see that one sucks because right now it looks just not great. But because it's supposed to go on thick.
Yeah, it is thick.
Oh, it is thick.
Yeah, it's a thick boy. It just doesn't look thick because it's not black.
It was black on me the other night.
For me, it's like a gray with like hints of black.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, do we have to shake it first? But I neglected that step.
I tried mixing it in my hand when I did it.
Oh, I'm not gonna do all that. I'm just gonna pour it. First of all, I feel like I'm about to use this whole entire thing just trying to do half my face.
It's fine. You can do that.
Okay. BC. This is thick of a formula is what it is. Like, what the heck? What the heck?
Wow, I just smacked my forehead on the sink.
How do you smack your forehead on the sink?
Because I went to go get close to the faucet.
Uh-huh.
I smacked it on the faucet.
Oh.
I got close to the faucet and just bonked my head.
Bonked it right on the faucet. Boop. Okay. Kind of feel like this is something we should have did a video for, but it's okay. We're doing a podcast instead.
It like exfoliated my lips, bro. Okay. Actually, probably should exfoliate my lips. Okay. Just so everybody knows, we're like both not wearing our glasses.
We're blind people.
Yeah, we're blind and it's kind of hard to see what's happening. And it's hard to see what's happening and like speak. We're in front of a mirror, so that's helpful.
I can't see that far.
Yeah, well, I can, but it's not great. I have to get close to the mirror. That's like
I would have to be like where my laptop is in order to see. But I think I got it all on my face. I'm gonna have to get closer to the mirror so I can see.
Yeah, it looks like you mostly got it all over you. Ooh, ouch! It stings.
It stinks?
Stings.
Oh.
With a G.
It stings yours?
Yeah. The name of the mask that I'm using is Sue A New York. I don't know. It's SOO''AE. It's a black charcoal peel off mask. Pour, care, and clarify. It's got black charcoal, aloe, and you peel it off. I already used it once. It's pretty fun.
Okay, first.
It also comes off with
water.
Yeah.
Most of them do. Now I'm shaking after I already done use it. And I'm gonna squirt a little more on my fingers just to see if it's actually black. And if that's why it came out gray or...
It was black when I used it. See, there you go.
That's how it was until I started.
I know, and then you start spreading it and it looks different.
Yeah.
I feel like I use a lot of this when I do it. That's why I want to buy a paddle. It's like drying onto my
finger. Yeah, that's why the paddle's kind of helpful, because I'm like, oh, okay, and you realize how thick it is, because you're like, well, if I can't feel the paddle, then it's good enough. Whereas with your finger, it's like, okay, I feel my finger, but I'm pretty sure it's good enough. Because I feel like you always feel your finger unless you're like really laying it on. Because you know, you're like, oh, my finger's touching my face right now.
I feel like I'm putting it on way better than I did when we did it.
Probably. You're really concerned with getting it into your facial hair. You're like,
I did, and I got it in my goatee again, and it didn't like it that last time, but this is how it's gonna have to be, I guess.
I always got it in my eyebrows, so it's okay. Sometimes I would just pull it off and like nothing would happen to my eyebrows. Sometimes I would just rinse it. But my donkey milk feels really nice, which is my moisturizer.
Oh, we got these at Walmart, by the way.
You didn't get this from Walmart, right?
I don't know where I got that. My sister got that. It's probably from Daiso. Oh, I got it in my fucking eyebrow. Okay.
We have one mask from Daiso. So TUCNZN. It's a suction black mask. I kind of said that, but I didn't spell it out. I just tried to say the word. I didn't know. So it just says 10 to 15 minutes. Let me start my timer. Normally, I just wait until it's ready to pull off, because sometimes it'll say that and then it's not ready. Like,
yeah, I'm just gonna wait this time because not all of it is ready.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give it 20 minutes. And hopefully it is okay. That's how long I put on the other one, 20 minutes, and it wasn't ready. But that one says 20 to 30, and I did less time, said more. That's because I was trying to stream on Twitch, so I was like, I'm trying to stream. I don't have time to be waiting for this.
Good now?
Yeah, you look good.
Okay, I'm gonna go wash on my hands.
Okay. I feel it tightening already.
Welcome back to
A
podcast done by me, Lucas, and my best friend
NC.
Yeah. So we did some self-care.
Which probably is gonna have terrible audio. Apologies.
Yeah. Because I was in and out of the bathroom and all that. I can't look at myself. So
gonna take a picture and just post it right next to it as we talk about skincare.
Well, I think it's important to have skincare. Like, specifically for me, it's like I never ever used to like wash my face or anything. Do you wash your face regularly?
No.
See? I used to not wash my face because I had perfect skin like NC. And then I started testosterone and it got all dry and like crusty. And usually just washing my face helps, but like with a scrub. But I stopped doing that because it takes a lot of time. But this is kind of fun to do. So, and my skin is soft. And I use that acne stuff. My zits that were growing in, they went away. So
nice.
Perfect.
I just the only reason why I started skincare is because I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna start my makeup collection now. So, but I don't know if I'm gonna wear it or not, because I feel like I'm not gonna wear it, but I'm gonna have it. So, but just in case I do decide to wear makeup, I want my skin to still be great.
Yeah, because wearing makeup, you can get in all your pores and like then you'll really start getting acne.
Now I'll really start wearing makeup. So, but yeah, anyway, this isn't what today's topic is about. We just had a side tangent. So we're gonna talk about Lucas and his date. So Lucas, how was your first date with what's his name? Blue?
Blue.
With Blue.
I really was hyped. I was so excited. We did that thing where we picked out my outfit, right?
Yeah, pause. I'm gonna insert that podcast here.
My date that's about to happen.
Yes.
We're gonna. Oh yeah.
How do you feel?
I'm soups nervous. We're gonna like pick out my outfit and stuff like that.
Yeah, take a picture on the bed and then post it.
Yeah. Here, I don't want to like move this so nothing. Okay, so right currently, I'm wearing the pants that I'm gonna wear. I'm pretty sure. Actually, do they look like they have all that shit on them still?
No, they look good.
Okay, maybe I just need to move around a lot. Okay. Well, you can have that back now.
I'm like, is that my lint roll?
So currently I'm wearing some black pants because I didn't feel like jeans were gonna be correct. Black pants. I have these leather Vans because
I see them.
yeah, my leather Vans because my Converse have holes in them, and I forgot it was raining, and so now my feet are wet. I have my jacket on, my old man jacket, and currently I'm representing my sister's college. I'm wearing a Mizzou shirt, so this is not what I'm gonna wear.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I don't know. We might just say no to all the options. So I'll just say this. We'll start casual, and then we'll go all the way to super fancy.
Okay.
So first we have. Nobody can see this, so I'll describe it. We'll describe it the best that we can. This Old Navy shirt with this blue. What kind of blue?
It's like a green blue.
Yeah, blue green.
Yeah, there you go.
This
blue.
this blue green Old Navy shirt with stripes on it, and they're like.
I don't like the horizontal stripe. Next.
Okay. Well, it's the only shirt that I had that didn't have like stuff on it. I had like a NASA shirt, and I was like, I can't wear that. Then I have this Hawaiian shirt.
We all know we cannot pull off horizontal stripes, okay?
I look good in that shirt. Why do you think I bought it?
Because you wanted it.
Yeah. Well, who cares? It's a nice shirt. It was cheap. I only shop at Old Navy when they're having the sale.
Yeah, if not, it's Goodwill.
Yeah. I shop at two places, Old Navy at sale time, and Goodwill. Oh, I think it's important to note who I'm going on a date with. I'm going on a date with Blue.
Oh yeah. So if you just tuned in for our first podcast, we talked about dating, and Blue was one of the options.
Yes, because at the point I had two options, but now I'm only talking to Blue because.
Do you want to tell them what happened
with G?
With G.
Did we talk? Did this happen? Did the sexual thing happen before or after the first comment of the first podcast?
I think it happened before, so we talked about it.
Okay, yes, it did. So, I dropped my shirt. If anybody remembers from the first episode, G said something like sexual or whatever, kind of freaked me out, and then that night, I think I had a dream, and not that you should like listen to your dreams like that. But in my dream, he was really creepy and weird, and like I guess that just made me realize that. And when I woke up, I was like, "Oh, I can't date him," and I think it just made me realize like I actually didn't like him like that. And plus, from all the ways I'd been acting, it definitely seemed like I didn't like him like that. So I just woke up and realized that, and so then he asked me, and like how we'd been talking in our first episode, he asked me to be his Valentine. And I guess right at that point I was like, I can't say yes to that, so I'm gonna have to tell him. And I told him.
I remember because you asked me for advice after that. You're like, what should I say?
Yeah.
I was like, just be honest.
Yeah. Because I am used to like people being really dramatic when I try to break it off, so I freaked out. And I told him, I said that I don't think we can do it because I have a really busy schedule. coming up, which is like shooting. We're shooting this week, and we're shooting tonight, and I have a date. It was bad on my part. I should have like waited, but I was excited. Um, I have a lot of stuff happening, and like we had been talking for a month, so I was like, I've been making you wait too long, and so I just think it's better if we stop. And he said, "Oh." First, he just said, "Okay," and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's it. All right." All he's saying is okay, okie dokie. And so, but then after a few minutes, he was like, "To be honest, I didn't really care for the whole waiting thing. It just makes it that much more special." And I sent that text message to like 3 people because I was like, "What does this mean?"
What did other people tell you? Because I know what I told you.
Yeah, you know what you told me. My sister was not helpful. And then Allie was also like, "What does that mean?" You're the only helpful person. And so, yeah, and then I was like, okay, and then after that, he was like making a lot of mistakes while he was texting. I was like, this is weird. He's usually like perfect when he texts. This is interesting. I don't know what's happening over there. And then also, I'm pretty sure he lives too far away anyway.
Yeah.
And so he said, and then he kept talking to me, asking me what I was doing, and he's like, "Do you want to keep talking?" And I didn't. I don't, and we haven't. But at the time, I said sure, and we haven't talked since. It's been like a couple of days, so oh well. That's the end of that. But now I'm only talking to Blue, and we're going on our date today. We're gonna see a movie.
Do you want to talk about your movie options or the movie you chose after the movie options?
Yeah, so hopefully, if you don't know, but hopefully you know, I'm a film major. So I'm about movies. I love movies. I live, breathe, and eat movies.
Or we're supposed to.
But we're supposed to. I watch a lot of TV. I think. No, I don't even.
I
do
watch
that.
a lot of Netflix. So
Yeah. I watch stuff on Netflix from time to time. I was gonna watch a movie every day this year, but then I didn't do that.
Was that your goal?
No, I had my New Year's resolution is to be kinder to myself, which I've also been failing, which is sad. But
we'll work on it, bud.
yeah, we'll work on it. Oh my god, like double triple texting over here. But initially it's like I was gonna watch a different movie, and I want to watch a lot more international films than like national films. I know a lot less American film, and so I started off pretty good. I watched like 3 movies or whatever. Also, I started late on like January 10th. I was like, I should watch a movie every day, and I did that for a couple of days, and then I messed up, and then I watched like 3 movies in one day. So I don't know. So I like movies. That was a big tangent. I like good movies, and then I also like really bad movies as well. But sometimes if it's bad, I don't want to see it because I know it's gonna be bad, and it's not gonna be like good bad. It's gonna be bad bad.
Yeah.
And so the options were The Kid Who Would Be King and A Dog's Journey. And The Kid Who Would Be King is English, and it's just King Arthur, I think. And then A Dog's Purpose. No, not A Dog's Purpose.
A Dog's Journey.
A Dog's
Isn't
Journey.
It a Dog's Walks Home?
Oh, A Dog's Walk Home? I guess.
Isn't that the movie you're supposed to be seeing today?
Yeah.
And you don't even know the name of it?
I just know that it's a dog gets it's basically Homeward Bound. Like a dog gets lost and comes back home, I think. And it's one of the it's like in the same series as
A Dog's Way Home.
Okay, A Dog's Way Home. It's in the same series as like A Dog's Purpose and all that, I think. Like it's the same. Like, stop making movies about dogs. They're not good. I love dogs, but your movies are bad. Yeah. What does it have right now? 35% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Whoa, that's not the right movie.
A Dog's Way Home. 58% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, this is a movie about the dog that like ended up across the world or something. He has to find his way home.
Yeah.
That's alright.
I don't know. I don't think any of the dog movies are. I didn't even see A Dog's Purpose.
I feel like a lot of times dogs movies are sad.
Yeah, I know. I bet you this is gonna be sad, and it's gonna be sad because my dog would not do all that shit.
Oh, when Bella becomes separate from Lucas.
See?
Well, apparently you need to name your dog Bella. So you can be Lucas.
Is it Bella after Twilight? Because I had Twilight dogs. I had Emmett and Jasper.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So yeah, and I don't really want to see either of those. I guess just should answer the snaps because they keep messaging. Okay. The movie's playing at 3:15. Here's the address. It's at the mall, so you can just get food at the mall as well. The address is this. Okay. Copy address. Okay, cool. Anyway, I don't want to see either of those movies. I would rather see the Spider-Man or something else.
Which is funny because you don't even like superhero movies.
I hate superhero movies, but I like animated movies, so it's a give and it's a take. I also heard this Spider-Man one is good, and it's not affiliated with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so I like that. It's a Sony movie. So yeah. So I don't want to see those movies, but because I really like this person, obviously because I have like 3 shirt options. Yeah, I'll see a movie, but I feel like it's a social faux pas to like cry on the first date, and we're gonna see the dog movie. But I really don't want to see the other one.
Maybe it won't be sad. You never know.
That's true. As long as the dog doesn't die.
I don't know if the dog died, but some of the people apparently might.
Ugh.
Nothing bad happens in the movie.
Yeah, it's like a kids movie about dogs. Okay, so anyway, that's who I'm seeing. That's who I'm seeing today.
Fuck. Dying. I lost my train of thought in the cough, so I don't know.
So already no to the striped shirt. So then I guess we'll just.
Alright, let me see you going.
The striped shirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I'm no help because I'm very casual. Even on my date, I went casual. But then I wore a dress when I met his mom. Because, you know, you gotta be fancy when you meet the parents.
Yeah.
You can't show up like...
On the date that I went on one... See, well, every date I go on, I try to wear, like, a nice button-up shirt.
Because you're an overachiever.
Yeah. Well, I just want to look nice. I want to make a nice first impression. And the last date that... Not the last date I went on, he also looked nice. But before, when I actually ended up, like, dating the person, like...
Yeah.
I don't even know if you can hear me that well. When we ended up being, like, boyfriends or whatever, he showed up in shorts and a tank top, and I was wearing, like... Actually, I don't remember what I was wearing, but I'm pretty sure I was... No, I was wearing a button-up and jeans. I looked good, and he looked like trash. And should have known, if you don't show up to the date looking nice, you're going to be shitty.
Whoa. I just told you. I was very chillaxed.
If you're a gay guy.
Put on the Hawaiian.
The what?
The Hawaiian.
The Hawaiian shirt? It's not ironed. Should I take this one off, or you can just...
You could just throw it on top.
So this is like mid-tier. So the first shirt is very casual.
Yeah.
But it still looks nice because I'm wearing straight black pants. And that's my logic.
It's your logic.
Yeah. This one is mid-tier because it is a button-up. Just based on the fact that it's a button-up and it doesn't have anything stupid on it. I think you were with me when I bought this one. When we went to the swap meet. Which, I don't even know how to describe a swap meet to people. People are always like, what's a swap meet? And I'm like...
Oh, like a market.
Yeah, like a fair.
Oh, yeah. It's like the, We have a market like that. I think we call it the flea market.
Yeah, it's like a flea market, but here it's called a swap meet.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can't see basic, so you can't go back to the other black shirt.
What black shirt? Oh, the Mizzou shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
That was the only two shirts you got.
No, I have another one.
I don't see the other one. What's the other one? Is the other one your
My Korean shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I dropped my shirts and the hanger broke.
Oof.
So this one, but I don't have to button it all the way up. Let's see. Yeah, this one's definitely gonna, like, my friend said that she liked the Korean shirt more. But then I was like, I'm wearing black pants and not jeans, so I'm really gonna look like I'm going to, like...
I like the Hawaiian better than that.
Mm-hmm.
That one also shows more character than that shirt.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this falls.
What? I've never worn this shirt.
You never worn it?
I bought it and, like...
I think it looked very classy.
Yeah, I saw it at Goodwill and I was like, I need this.
Should wear your bow tie with it.
No, you should not, because there's no, like... I'm not... No, that... We're going to a mall. I'm not... Spinnaker.
That's his name. I was trying to think of his name for the longest. Because we were talking about TAs for one of the classes, and I couldn't remember his fucking name.
Spinnaker. Or just Spin.
Spin.
This with...
Hawaiian.
The Hawaiian shirt, you think?
Yeah.
Let me look. Oh my... Where am I going?
Yeah.
Where are we eating? The Cheesecake Factory? Like...
First of all, I'm glad you said that. I went to the Cheesecake Factory in PJs before. Okay.
This looks too nice. It has to be the Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm Hawaiian. It looks too nice. It looks super formal.
Yeah.
The Hawaiian's like, hey, I'm fun.
Hey, I'm fun. I text in lowercase.
And then you're wearing the black pants, so it's like fun mixed with like everyday me.
Yeah. Okay. Hawaiian shirt. Actually, underneath I'll just wear my Mizzou.
What don't you like?
The pants. It was either these pants or like my blue jeans that I wore my dark blue jeans that I wore yesterday. But
I like the pants.
Yeah. Let me see. Whoa.
I think you're just so used to wearing your jeans.
Yeah. I don't know, for some reason I feel like this shirt and these pants don't go together.
I feel like because it's plain and party, it goes together.
I like this.
Me too.
Okay. Glad we figured that out.
Yeah.
Oh! Good thing that was empty.
Oof.
Okay, so we figured out my outfit. On the right outside the movie theater. Would you want to meet at 2:30 instead?
Oh.
Sure.
Oh yeah, he pushed back the time.
Thank God.
That's probably good because it's like, okay, the movie doesn't start until 3 something, so that means you guys would have to eat for an hour. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I'm off of this. Sorry, I thought the mic went out again. But that means you guys have to eat from from like for like an hour and 14 minutes.
Yeah.
An hour and 4 minutes to walk there.
Yeah. I mean, that might not be a bad thing if we really hit it off.
Bro, we only take 30 minutes to eat tops.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. not that anybody can respond to us, but how does everyone feel about first dates at a mall? Because I don't know, this is my third mall date. What do you think about third, not third? This is my third, but that's not what I meant to ask you. How do you feel about first mall dates? Like, you've never had one?
I never had one.
Well, what do you think about the concept?
I think the concept. I feel like it's fine if you're like nervous, because it's like, hey, it puts you in a setting with other people, and you don't know if the person's a serial killer or not. So in a way, it's like, how do I feel about the mall dates? Like I said, no serial killers. You can't be killed in public. It's really harder. So it's like, okay, but then at the same time,
Can't be killed in public.
It's like it's like kind of casual. It's just like a date. I feel like it's kind of high schooly.
Yeah. I wonder if it's because they're 19 and I'm like 21, almost 22 in 3 weeks, baby. But because I'm getting older, I'm like, can we just go to a restaurant? God damn.
See, even with me, though, I wouldn't know if I wanted to go to a restaurant. I might just want to do something simple, like.
Well, yeah.
Meet at a park.
You're right.
Let's go sit on the swings for a little bit.
Well, and the thing. Oh my god. I should not try to put on shoes right now. The thing is that they don't drive and I drive, and I'm like down to be like, oh, like I'll take you wherever. Like I'll pick you up. Let's do it. But I think also because it's the first date and we've never met, haven't met in person yet. It's kind of like, oh, well, I don't want you to know where I live.
Yeah.
I don't want to go anywhere. Like I don't want you to take me anywhere in your car type of thing.
Yeah.
But I know I'm not a freak, but they don't know that.
Yeah.
I did have a first date though where I had to pick up the person. Hopefully I don't have to take them anywhere because my car's fucking gross right now.
I know. That's why I was kind of like, oh, it's probably a good thing, you guys.
If they said, yes, can you pick me up, I would have cleaned my car.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
Are you going to leave the gels in there?
Yeah, they're already in there.
It's fine.
I don't know, because I don't like malls. And like the first mall that I went to wasn't really like a mall date. We just got food and like people watched out the window. And then we got food in a restaurant that's like kind of on the outside of the mall. It's like one of those ones where like it's like in the mall but not really.
Yeah.
And then the second one was we were at the mall and we were like, so what do we want to do? I'm hungry. Okay, well, what do you like to eat? And then looked at a list of all the restaurants and decided to go to Luna Grill. That's too much information.
I've never been there.
It's really good. I like Euro meat, so I get the pita plate.
So we've been having mic issues apparently.
Yeah, a lot of them.
A lot.
I don't know when that last one cut out. So anyway, we went to Luna Grill.
Yeah, he went to Luna Grill for one of his dates.
And then afterwards, we walked around the mall, and I was like, let's just go to Barnes & Noble, and like, looked at books. But then later, when when that person came and visited me, at one point, we like, tried to figure out what to do, and he was like, well, I don't like bookstores. And I was like, why the fuck are we even dating? And then I broke up with him. I'm serious, like a couple of days later. So I don't know what we'll do. Like at the mall, when I'm with my friends, we go into this Japanese store and look at stuff, but even then I'm like not a weeaboo, so
I feel like at the mall is hard because even though there's lots of things to do, it's mostly just shopping. And me, I'm the type of person who, if I'm going to the mall, I need something to do. I can't just go in and be like, what the hell are we doing? Because I'm going to be like, no, I want to leave.
Yeah. If we're going to the mall, like, we're getting food, and that's, like, when we got food with our friends, like, that's all we did, we left.
Yeah.
Like, what else is there to fucking do? Like, walk around?
Nobody likes doing that.
No.
I did that with Zach. It's fine. I'll beep it.
Yeah.
I beep out a lot his name apparently.
Did he think that was funny?
I don't know. I think they said they're kind of curious why, and I was like, because I accidentally said the name. They're like, oh, okay.
I don't know. Just it's whatever. Maybe if we go on a second date, we can like do something.
Yeah.
But I don't even know what to do, and then I also don't know what to talk about on dates. I'm like, so you like animals? Like, I don't know. And here's another thing. I don't like holding like. If we're gonna be dating after a while, then yes, I'll hold your hand in public. Probably. I haven't gotten to that far yet with anybody. But I don't know. Like my last date, not my last date, because I keep forgetting I had a date in between like last time, last time, and now. My last with my ex on our date, we basically like cuddled in a way. Like he put my arm around him and like we walked like that, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, we've been talking for like 3 days. We're on this date. This is not how it's done. This is not how it's done. And like I was freaking out. So if anything like that happens, I don't know.
I think
I should stand my ground and be like, hey, we can't, man. But if it feels right.
Yeah, I think I like at first I don't think I held Zach's hand, and we were just kind of like walking, and I kind of just had my hand like at my side, and finally we held hands. But like it was just like a.
But you guys have known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
I've only been talking to this person for. Let me check.
Like a month and a few weeks.
Maybe.
What's I'm saying? I'm saying just go out of your own place. Like even with me and
since 1/19. So since the 19th of January.
Oh, it hasn't been that long.
Oh, 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. Like even with me and my boyfriend, like we didn't hold hands immediately. We just kind of kept it at our side. I think he had his hand in his pocket, and I had my hands at my side because I didn't have pockets. Sadly, that's why I don't wear dresses. That's why I don't wear dresses.
Unless the dress has pockets.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Yeah. If anything, I would hold on to him so he can slow down his pace so we can have the same pace. I'd be like, nope. Slow down.
I think that makes sense.
Especially because I had on my booties that day.
I guess it sucks because it's raining.
Yeah.
There's not much to do. Actually, when I went out earlier to get the block for our sound setup, it was not raining anymore and the sun was coming out.
Doesn't look like it's raining.
I guess we could have done something outside, but it's like
wet.
The option when we were talking about our date was like, let's get something and let's eat food and see a movie. So
yeah, that's a basic date for normal people.
Yeah, I've never been on a movie date. I don't know what to do.
Me neither. I've been on a whole movie date.
Netflix and chill.
Yeah, I made sacrifices that day because we watched a superhero movie, and I was like, okay.
What superhero movie?
I can't remember. I just know he had the disc, and I was like, well, we can just watch whatever you want to watch.
I also don't know how to end a date. I guess if it's a movie date, I don't think we're eating before. From the way it seems, if we're gonna meet at 2:30. Or we are. I don't know.
I was say you have time.
Yeah, we do have time.
You can. It's up to you guys.
But we're meeting outside of the movie theater, so.
Oh, so probably not.
Yeah. Okay. So. If we're gonna eat after them.
That's kind of helpful though, because then you could just discuss the movie.
Yeah.
If you don't know what to talk about.
That's true. I'm just nervous.
So now I get to live through you and our friend, because she also went on a date.
Describe this person.
It's Dallas.
Oh, it's Dallas.
Yeah.
She went on a date?
Yeah, she went on a date. She had a date Wednesday after her class. And I was like, ooh. So they've been talking for a minute, and she's like, I'm really nervous, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, ooh.
What are they doing? What they do on their date?
They went to the movies, too.
Oh.
And got dinner. So, but I didn't ask what movie we were going to go see.
Hopefully a better one.
Yeah, I just know that she said it was super awkward, but it was also super funny. And I was like, hey, does that mean you had fun? And she was like, yeah, it was fun. And like, he kissed her at the end. I was like, oh, this is giving me life.
See, that's the thing. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to react because audience NC. I don't know. Like, kissing is weird. Like, you know, I don't know how you feel about kissing. Yeah, I don't know if it, like. I'm not a person. I'm not a public. I'm not a. I don't do affection. I don't do affection.
You don't like public display of affection.
I don't like PDA, and I don't know how. Like, I don't really. I don't know. Like, I guess I'd be down to kiss, but I don't know where. It all depends on how the date goes. I feel like I gotta go brush my teeth again. Go buy some gum.
Just in case.
Buy some Altoids. Not order something gross. Guess we can't go to Luna Grill because my mouth will taste like meat.
Oh. I mean, if they're vegetarian, then you can, but if they're not vegetarian, then it should be fine. Zach would always do that. He'll, like, eat something and then kiss me. I'm like, stop! I don't want it!
Ugh,
It depends on what he eats. But, like, he'll smoke and try to kiss me. I'm like, no!
I think I'd be fine with that.
Go away. I don't want to taste it.
I don't want to taste it.
And he'll do it. Sometimes I'll make a face and he'll pull back and be like, I'm sorry. It's like, you better be. Like, go brush your teeth.
You better be.
No, I just make a face. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go brush my teeth now. I'm like, okay.
I think that the person I'm seeing also is a smoker of the weed.
Of the ganja.
The ganj. Let's see on my Tinder bio. Beep, 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 beep. Pisces. Video games, music, the beach. See, we could have gone to the beach. It's February, but the outdoors. Why are we going to them all? Animals, singing, music, psychology, sociology, anthropology, astrology, astronomy, all the ologies, and the onomies. Netflix and food, very down to earth, kind, friendly, adventurers. There's 2 of you now. And compassionate person. I'm such a nerd for anything psychology, astrology, and sociology related. Nerd emoji.
I think it's
420 friendly. There we go.
I think we could go into the pier.
I know, that's what I thought, but we live closer to the pier than they live close. They are like far away.
Yeah.
And they have to take the bus, and they don't want me to pick them up.
You can go after the first date.
Yeah, be like, so you like the outdoors and
you can go at night like you wanted to. Oh, we got a double date.
The next, but you know what's sad? Is that the next date can't be next week. Because it would be fun to do it next week. It can't even be Thursday. God damn.
Yeah.
Because I have surgery.
Yeah.
Whatever. The person, well, I don't know if I should reveal that. No. It's not mine to say. But, like, oh well.
Yeah.
We'd be like, yeah, so we can see each other. We can't even see each other for Valentine's Day. Unless I'm back by then.
Maybe.
Yeah. Walk around like this. My stomach hurts, but we're good. I might have to miss one of my midterms. But yeah, I don't know.
If you guys do start dating and become a thing, and we can go on a double date.
Double date.
I'm gonna be so happy.
I know. It'd be so cute if we could double date.
Oh, I think you forgot how big of a nerd Zach is.
I think we're all nerds. They like video games. I like video games. You like video games. Your boyfriend likes video games.
Yeah.
We could just talk about video. I think all three of you might be Xbox people.
Oh,
I'd be like
what's
sitting, sitting very silently, like. So I get PS4 exclusive.
Well, my boyfriend has a PS4.
Oh, okay.
He goes back and forth. Yeah.
Okay.
I never played this PS4 though, which I really should.
Yeah.
I go buy all the games I want to play on PS4 and play over there.
If you ever want to play Until Dawn, I have it. You can borrow my PS4.
Thanks.
It's fun.
I heard his. I was talking to him this morning while he was sleeping. He was barely up, and his dad comes in the room, and he's like, "Bro, it's a busy week. You better start getting up and getting ready. You gotta clean. Your girlfriend's coming over next week." We go to the Kiss concert on Friday. It was like a whole thing. He gave him a list of things he had to do, and he was half asleep. So he's like, yeah."
That's so funny.
I was like, you're so asleep right now. Your dad's talking to you like you're not sleeping.
I just hope I start dating somebody right now.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because I have that free bed in my room.
Yeah.
And it'd be really cute to push them together. And cuddle.
Yeah.
And kiss.
It was supposed to be that way, but I got a roommate. So. Even though she's only here 3 days. 3 days out of the 7 days.
Does she go to summer quarter?
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
We shall see. That's so far though.
So we picked out my outfit. I was so excited. I was not excited about the fact that we were gonna see whatever movie we saw. I forgot the name already. A Dog's Way Home or something.
Yeah, Dog Ways Home.
Yeah.
Dog Ways Home. You know.
Yeah.
You all know what it is.
That movie was not good, and as soon as I got out of my car and walked to meet the person, I was like, "Oh no!" Like, I don't know what it is about. I think it's because I forget how to describe. There's a thing that happens on like online dating where I guess people just really know how to work their angles. People know how to take selfies like really well, and so it's kind of like Nicole Byers talked about this on her podcast.
Nailed it.
Yeah, she's on Nailed It, but the podcast is called Why Won't You Date Me? It's like, you know how the picture for a Big Mac is like really cool, and then like you buy the Big Mac and you're like, yeah. So it was like that. Like in the pictures, I was like, oh wow, like hot. And then they never believed me when I said they were hot, so I was like, okay, maybe they just have like low self-esteem because obviously they're attractive. And then I saw them in real life, and I was like, oh, okay. Like, I'm not gonna say this person was ugly, because everybody, like, they're just not my type, I guess. Well, they were until we met in person. I was like, oh, you don't look like your pictures. Like, it's the same person, but not really.
Yeah.
And so, immediately, I feel like there's something in my nose. Immediately I was like, no. Like, I wanted to leave because I was like, I'm not attracted to this person, so now I can't, like, I mean, I guess you could become attracted to somebody, but I don't think so. So, yeah, the date, it was really awkward because they just had surgery, and, like, all we did was talk about, like, trans-related stuff, and, like, I thought I would like that, but I guess I didn't. I was like, oh, I don't want to fucking talk about this. This is all we're talking about in public. Like, can we just, like, talk about school or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I think because the whole point of going on dates is so you can get to know someone and like their background and like how they grew up and like really know more about them, not just talk about something that's like
we both have in common.
Yeah.
Like, they did ask about my family,
Mhm.
and then because I was like, "Oh, I'm from Texas," and they went, "Oh, so is your family conservative? Is the sky blue? Yes." So, um, so I was like, "Yeah, unfortunately." And then I was like, "Is your family conservative?" And they're like, "No, they're all liberal." And I was like, "Ugh."
Can't relate.
I know. Every time somebody's like, "Oh, my family's liberal," I'm like,
Me.
yeah.
When Lucas came and visited my family.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, wow, these people are cool. My family sucks. Would like to have a family where everybody hates the president. So anyway, um yeah, we talked about that for a second, and then we kind of talked about school. I think they're like a sociology major or something, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool.
Mhm.
I've taken a sociology class." Um, and then we had Chipotle and like basically talked about all the surgeries we've had because I've had a bunch of heart surgeries, so I'm like, "Yeah, I got a million scars and stuff like that." And I
Mhm.
showed them like the one that's up on my clavicle because that one I can just be like, "Bam, look." Um, And then I don't think my surgery was scheduled at that point.
Mm-mm.
No, but we did talk about. I was like, "Oh yeah, I want to have a hysterectomy," which happened. I'm 2 weeks post, almost 3 weeks post op now, so that's cool.
Yeah, and his bruise is gone already.
Yeah, I had a disgusting bruise that went like from my right side all the way to like underneath my belly button, and it's gone. It was like blue. It was nasty. Um, I was like, oh my god, what's happening? But it's gone now, and all I have are these like two weird looking bumps. But oh well, I already have a bunch of scars, so it's not that big of a deal. So overall, the date was boring, but at least I got Chipotle and found this really cool rock on the ground.
Alright, so let's talk. So your date didn't go as you expected, right?
And I was so embarrassed for like several days afterwards.
Yeah, and we talked about it, and you're like, "Oh, I'm not sure if I'm gonna go to on a second date with this person."
That hasn't happened.
And I was like, "Well, then I can't remember what I said actually."
I think we agreed that maybe we should go on a you and I talked about maybe a second date should happen because maybe they were just acting weird because
Oh
they
yeah,
were,
because of the surgery.
yes, surgery and hopped up on pain meds. But you know, I washed it off, but I had it on my shirt too.
It's like making my skirt stick
Ew.
together.
Wow, you got it all over.
Well, because it was here, and then I kind of like
Oh,
wrapped it.
I see.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did talk about that, but then we just
I think you said like, oh, you were like before you were like, I don't know if I'm attracted to him, or like you're
Mhm.
like I'm not, but then I'm like you weren't sure at the time. I was like, you can just give it another go, but then you're like, no, I'm not, and
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, and then there's no point.
yeah. I mean, we did talk a little bit. I can actually. I think the last time we talked was
Talking to Blue.
a week ago.
Okay.
Last time we talked was a week ago, and I guess my surgery has to play on why I was like finally just like fuck no.
Mhm.
Basically, all we've been talking about is like surgery and all of that stuff,
Mhm.
and then I had. Can you feel it drying?
Yeah, I can feel it
It still
drying.
looks like really wet on you though.
Okay.
So this mine is like still shiny. Ugh. So anyway, we talked about all we've talked about is like recovering from surgery because that's what both of us have been doing. Um, and so the day, oh god, I can't remember if it was the day of, but I think it was the day of my surgery. So like I got out and I texted everybody. I texted you. I texted all my friends like I lived, bitch, like
Mhm.
stuff like that. And then uh I don't remember because after anesthesia, when you get out of anesthesia, you're like I can't remember a lot that happened, and like all I really wanted to do was pee. So that's all I really remember. But at one point, I guess I Snapchatted a lot of people, but not like in a crazy way. I think I just posted on Snapchat something like, "Oh, I lived" or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
think you post something like, "Oh, I got out of surgery."
yeah, so some people responded, and I think Blue was one of them, and they're like, "Oh, how is it?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm fine. I'm just like, I was on pain meds, so I wasn't in pain, but the next few days I was in a lot of pain. At that point, I was like, I'm just really uncomfortable. Like, I want to go to the bathroom, and I have to stay overnight in the hospital, so that wasn't the best. And I did have a lot of food though. That was good. I was super hungry. And then like I wasn't doing. I was getting settled to being in the hospital, and they like double texted because I didn't have the time to like respond right away.
Mm-hmm.
And when I opened up the message, it was like, this is all through Snapchat. I think we've talked about this before, that it's all on Snapchat. Um, it the I'm trying to look at my phone to figure out what it's called. The little icon that shows that it's like a picture instead of a chat was there,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was like, oh, okay.
The red, the red
The
little
red
square.
And it's because this person like sends me pictures all the time, and I don't ever really know how to respond otherwise than being like, oh, looking good.
Yeah.
You know? And so I guess when I was like, what are they sending me a picture of? I'm recovering from surgery. Like, I just got out.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a picture of themselves, like, wearing a shirt or whatever that they wouldn't be able to wear otherwise because now they've had top surgery. I saw that and I was like, oh, fuck, they sent me a picture. So I was like, oh, nice. And they're like, I was like, oh, you look good or whatever. Like, that's a cool shirt because it's the kind of shirt that I'd want to wear. And so, I'll just tell everyone what kind of shirt it was. You're gonna be like, what? It's like one of those mesh tops, you know, we can like see through it. I know, like you know, I wouldn't step out into public with that thing on, but it would be fun to like wear it and look at myself and be like, yeah. So they were wearing that, and they're like, and I was like, oh, nice, you look good. That's a cool shirt. And they're like, really? And that really pissed me off because I was like, I'm recovering from surgery, and you're sending me a picture, and then you're like asking me if I really think you look good, and I'm like dying over here in pain. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess I could see from their point of view because they don't know how I feel
Mm-hmm.
because I haven't been like, actually, I don't like you. So from their point of view, I can see how they'd be like, this person likes me. I'll send them a selfie because they seem to like that. And so, I don't know. They like, for me, it just pissed me off because my ex did that one time when I was in like pain and they sent me selfies,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, so I just was over it, and I was like, no. And after that happened, and so we've been like slowly not texting. And then some weird thing happened, which I don't really think I should talk about on the podcast. And then I was just like, and so we haven't talked in a week. So hopefully, slowly, we're both ghosting each other.
Yeah. But you know who did come back?
That's true. Okay, G came back, and I think this is just like it's like pulling. It's not dry on my nose.
It is pulling. Don't touch it. Stop being a kid. Stop touching shit.
Okay, so G came back. So after my surgery, I was like alone at my parents' house, sleeping on a couch. I was like laying in couch.
Laying in couch.
Laying on the couch one night, like thinking about him. I was like, maybe I do. I'm like really itchy, like right here.
I feel like I'm like kind of scared to talk because I feel it pulling, and I'm like, oof, I can't open my mouth to talk.
I was like, I like, I gotta like pull on it right there. Okay, I feel better. You know, there's like, it's whatever. So I was thinking about him, like, oh, maybe I do like him. I wonder if he still thinks about me. I wonder if he still likes me. Basically, I was just thinking about him, and then that was the day before Valentine's Day, I think. And I was also thinking, like, I wonder if he'll say Happy Valentine's Day. Because we did think about going on a date on Valentine's Day, but that's when I was like, no, like, a lot is happening right now. I think we should like not. And so the next day on Valentine's Day, he said, "Happy Valentine's Day."
He did exactly what you wanted.
Yeah, and I was like, "What?" I'm freaked out. And then, um, yeah. So then I was like, "Oh, does he still like me?" At first, I was like, "He still likes me," and then then I went through this like cycle of being. It was like, "Oh, he still likes me," and then it was, "Oh, but what if he was just saying Happy Valentine's Day because he knows that I've like never had a Valentine and he's just being nice?"
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, "Oh, but I hope he likes me." And then I think this is like right, yeah, the day I came back, the day I came back from like being at my parents' house, we were like recording something,
Mm-hmm.
and I got a Snapchat from him, and I was like, "Oh!" And in the snap, he asked something like, "Curious, I was wondering if you think there could be any chance of an us," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, here we go." So I told him I'd been thinking about him, and then we like tried to set up a date, but then, as always, one of us can't do something,
Yeah.
and then we've just been talking since, but we haven't talked in a couple of days because I feel like he's having a hard time, and I don't really like. I don't know how to help him, and then I also didn't really feel like he wanted my help anyway, so I was just like, okay, whatever. And then I was gonna be like, oh, weren't we gonna go on a date this weekend? But I don't want to like complicate anything or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's back. And it keeps freaking me out because if it goes really well, then I could have a boyfriend. But if it doesn't go really well, I'm gonna be like, on one hand, I'll be like mad at first because we've been talking for like ever, and then I'll just be like, whatever. On to the next. I've been on Tinder for like 4 years, so something's got to happen, man.
Maybe fifth is a charm, so you gotta wait.
Oh,
Gotta wait another year.
Well, I had this thing where I feel like I only date every 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
and although like if I go back and if you count like middle school and stuff, it's not every 4 years. But the first time I dated somebody like for real, is sophomore year of high school, and then 4 years later, which is like sophomore year of college, maybe my second year of college.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I dated two people, and then I've gone on dates in between all of that. Actually, there's 2 years where I did nothing, and then I've gone on dates, a lot of dates, like I guess only 2 dates this past year, but and so this would be year 3. So either something's gonna happen or something's not gonna happen. I'm gonna have to wait a whole entire year. We're just gonna keep talking for a year.
Get to really know each other, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of better, like dating friends, you know.
Yeah.
So we'd be friends, but and then we could start dating. But that's like a really long time, and I'm not gonna do that because we've been talking for my sister thinks that we've been talking too long. I'm like, I don't know because maybe.
It's been 20 minutes.
Oh my god, my hair from my face came out.
It's been 20 minutes.
Okay.
I don't think it's fully dry though, so I'm gonna leave it for another 10.
Okay. Some years isn't, some years is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take mine off though, because I can feel it like sucking on my skin.
That's what it's supposed to do. Okay, so while he's doing that, I'm gonna talk about my Valentine's Day.
Oh yes, please do.
My Valentine's Day, I went over to my boyfriend's, and I can't remember what we did. All I remember is that I got him 2 gifts. I was gonna get him 3, but like I was calling, me and him were talking the night before, and he was sad because he didn't really buy me anything because I was like, I just want food. So his thing was he was just gonna cook, but he didn't buy me anything for the long run, so he felt bad. So for Valentine's Day, Lucas was like, you should give him some herbs. And I was like, I I was like,
Some non-tobacco herbs.
I was like, Lucas like, but don't worry, I have it. Like, you just have to give it to him. And I was like, okay, fine. Like, I know he would really like that gift, but I don't want to drive around with that because I'm not even. Well, okay, I'm old enough for podcast reasons, so. And we live in Cali, so it's not like it's a big deal anymore. So I was like, all right, fine. And I got him a body pillow that I got from Costco that I fell in love with. So I got him one so he can have one. And it's like the softest thing in the world.
It is so fucking soft.
And I'm just like, yes. But I didn't want to like, okay, so here's a real reason why I got him one. It's because I wanted one when I went over there. But I didn't want to bring mine because I didn't want mine to have dog hair on it. So I bought him his own. And I was like, he should like it anyway. Like, he likes soft things. So I gave him his gifts. He was in love with the herbs, and he was in love with the ganja, and the pillow. He was like, he was like, oof, that's like really on your eyebrow, but he was like, the pillow's like the best gift you could have got me besides the herbs. And I was like, "Aw." And I was like, are you gonna tell your friends about the herbs? And he's like, no, I don't want to have to share. So he shared some with his dad, but like that weekend was just pretty much like him getting high, him cooking for me, and us playing the game. So that's pretty much all we did that weekend, which is cool because gaming couple, so all we do is play games. Yeah. Um. And we streamed. That's actually the first time I started to stream on Twitch when I was over there with him. So
thanks to all who started listening because she streams on Twitch.
So we became like, I don't know, if anybody was there from the beginning and they know like I have a boyfriend, and when they first joined they're like, oh, this is a couple stream, how sick. They were joking when they said that, but it's not really a couple stream because he didn't really talk, he was just there in the background. But I would get him to say a few things from time to time. I'd be like, babe. Because he would pretty much uh, use the herbs and then play a few rounds of the game and then want to pass out because.
Use the herbs. Oh, yeah, because one of them is one of the ones that makes you go to sleep.
Yeah, so he just like.
In the couch.
Yeah, in the couch. So he just, he would have some and like instantly like, bro, I'm about to go to sleep. I'm like, okay. The other one he would get like extreme munchies, and then the other one he just went to sleep. So that was our week, and then he like fed me dinner every day and whatnot. And I think the one day we were like discussing, I was like, hey, what are we gonna eat? And we're like, I don't know. So it was not cute. I was really hungry. I was like, we need to pick something.
Well, just the like everything else besides that.
I remember one day we went to In-N-Out and I got animal fries, and he was like, what are animal fries? I was like, animal style. And I was like, babe, how long have you lived in Cali? Oh, all your life? Okay, well, you couldn't tell.
Does he go to In-N-Out a lot, though?
Yeah, he goes In-N-Out enough. For him, no. I'm just like, I can't. I'm pretty sure he doesn't even get a cheeseburger. I'm pretty sure he just gets a hamburger. And I'm like, okay.
What the hell? Just a cheeseburger?
So that, and then he'll always get a vanilla milkshake, and then I'll get like a large root beer, and he'll want to drink my root beer. I'm just like, now you should have got your own root beer instead of coming over here and drinking mine.
I'm hungry now.
In-N-Out.
Yeah, they close at like 1:00 in the morning.
Yeah, I can get my large root beer.
Okay. I'm game. So anyway, we
picked dinner apparently.
We planned dinner. I took everything off my face. I look good, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You look a little red, but you always look red, so.
I know. And if anybody listening to this knows anything about skincare and can help me find something that'll make me less, like, red, I think that just might be how I am. But, like, if you know how to make me less red, Help me out.
Do you know what make you look this red?
Huh.
Moisturizer.
I have some
With
moisturizer.
some foundation and a primer.
Oh my god. Okay, so I have a daily moisturizer with sunscreen.
Aveeno.
Yeah.
We all know them.
Yeah, I have some other Aveeno thing that made my skin burn, so I did not use that.
Yeah.
Then I have this Equate Dual Power Moisturizer with salicylic acid acne medication. That one was really made my zits go away the other day.
Go away?
Well, they were like growing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had little pimples popping up, and they're not there anymore.
Nice.
Yeah, I put it on twice.
My family normally
I feel like I'm put it on right now.
they normally use Ambi or like pure shea butter.
My cousin uses like CeraVe or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just get like way too close to my eye.
Yeah, you do.
And that's why my eyes are always bloodshot when I do this. My cousin uses CeraVe. I don't know what my sister. Oh, so the Vino thing that I have is my sister's. So she left that, and I took it, and it burns. So maybe that's why she left it. Oh, I got that too close to my eye too. We're having a bad time right now. Ooh.
This looks like it's gonna be really stuck and it's gonna really hurt.
Just try it. Let's see.
I already did it a little bit there.
It hurt.
That's okay though. The other one did too.
I have this other one that I'll bring when I go to my parents' house. It has glitter in it because it's like a unicorn.
It's still not fully dry on my side.
Bad face mask.
As I pull it off right into the camera. Like, you guys hear that? I'll put a warning. Hey, ASMR warning before this starts. Oof, child. Make my eyes water. I'm not working on my eyes. Why are you laughing at me?
Because it looks like, you know, when kids would like put glue or whatever all over
Yeah.
It's like really tight to her skin and like. There you go. See that noise? Ugh.
I love how you pull it off and you see like the patterns of your face though.
Yeah. Your pores.
It's just so wet.
And when I put this on, I feel like I'm sweating out of places I've never like sweat out of before. Your eye. She rolled her eyes.
You're like very intensely staring at me while I do it.
I'm really into it. It's like watching soap videos.
It's so satisfying.
Yeah, watching the soap cutting videos, like that's probably how intently I look at those. I'm staring at you rip this face mask off.
As soon as I'm done with these two, your eyes like go wide for a second. I was like, oh.
Well, especially with that one because it like looked really cool. I feel like I should shave, but I don't know.
I didn't get any from. Oh, you mean it's done for my forehead? Yeah, that's the part I was about to rip off. Okay. I was say I didn't take off anything.
You have like one on your.
This side?
No. Yeah.
It's still wet.
Oh. This stuff is like really going into my pores and killing all the bad stuff.
I went hurt like a motherfucker.
It sounded like it was really stuck.
My forehead's really stuck. Like I can't even.
Do you want one of these?
Sure. Not yet, but get it ready just in case.
So I'll tell you the name of every product that we're using. we have our Burt's Bees facial cleansing towelettes with cucumber and sage extracts. They're for normal to dry skin. I use them because I have dry skin. And I bought them at Old Navy, but they also had them at Walmart. What? What? Your skin is like pulling with it.
Okay. And then you have parts that aren't even done yet. Like, you have the parts that are super done and the parts that aren't done yet.
I know, that's how it was on my nose, and that's why I just wiped it off with the wipe.
My nose is mostly done. It's like my chin, my one cheek. Trying to pull on it.
Who's using that as a butt wipe?
I can see myself doing that, actually.
Oh my god.
If I'm like, oh, don't have any more wipes.
I feel like you'd use it and it would sting.
I feel like if I can use my face, I should be able to use it my butt.
I did use this one butt wipe once that was, well, it was called like a woman's, it was basically, it was like a preparation H, like, ladies wipe, which, I don't know, like, my cousin, he didn't want to use it because he's like, I'm not a woman, and I was like, it just has witch hazel. Like, that's the only thing. So, I used it, and it felt nice. It was cleansing.
Use it for your butt?
Yeah, I used it on my butt because it was a butt wipe.
See?
But that is not a butt wipe.
No.
Is it stinging your skin a little?
No, just not coming
You're
off.
rubbing really hard and your chin's like red.
Yeah, and it's still not coming off.
Well, you go to the sink in there. I don't have any,
Soap?
no. I don't have, well, you could use that scrub, but I don't have any, like, what's it called?
Rags?
Yeah.
We already talked about G. I like half my stuff about Valentine's Day. So y'all know in the first podcast I was like, you better have the spinach, and he texted me, I think, during that podcast and was like, oh, I don't know about the spinach. So he didn't have spinach. But he brought my hopes up because he asked me what type of spinach I want. First of all, I was like, what do you mean what type? But I was like, probably just get the canned spinach, which is fine. But he didn't even get it.
I like not canned spinach. I don't think I've ever had canned spinach. I feel like they're essentially the same thing, just one's in a can. Let's see. I guess the thing is like, every time that G and I like set up a date, it's never fucking happened. So I'm like, is it gonna happen? Who knows? Perpetually, let us know if you've ever been in a situation where you just don't know if anything's gonna happen ever.
I just think when you guys have to be more initiative, when it's like, okay, we're doing a date, when you like when, and then when you guys pick a date, you stick to it. So the day before, be like, hey, are we still going on a date tomorrow? Okay, meet you then.
You're definitely right. And the thing is that I want it to be him because, like, he's the one that keeps like asking. And I talked about this with my parents, who are like not emotionally the correct people to talk about that stuff with because they're just bad at it. But I talked to my parents, and my dad was like, whoever asks about the date should be the one that like plans it. So if he's like, oh, do you want to go on a, if G's like, oh, do you want to go on a date, he should be the one that's like, okay, then let's do this, this, and this. and then I'll either confirm or like give a suggestion or whatever, and then we go on a date. Like, I feel like that makes sense. Like, if I asked, I'd be like, hey, when do you want to go on a date? Do you want to do this or whatever? But, like, it's basically, like, it's always really vague. Like, oh, do you want to go on a date this weekend? Okay. And never, like, so what are we going to do? And never what day exactly. And I don't know if it's because it's, like, work schedule or, like, what, but I need something, like, I need, like, definition or whatever. I don't know. I need it to be like definitive. Like we need to have a plan, and it bothers me that we never have like a definitive plan. It makes me wonder if he's like serious, though I know he is. It's just like, why aren't you acting like it?
To me, I feel like the only thing you really need to know is a date and a time and where
Yeah,
to be.
I guess so.
What y'all do, like you said, it's up to him. So if you get there and he's like, "Hey, let's do this," you're like, "Okay, well, you are the one planning the date, so you can't really have a say in it."
Yeah.
Unless he's like, "Oh, well, what do you want to do?" and then it's different.
Yeah, I think he's asked, what do I want to do? And I'm like, eat? I don't know. And I don't even really want to do that. Like, every date I've ever been on, it's like, oh, we get something to eat, and then maybe we hang out for a while, and then we part ways.
My date with Zach. I'm trying to remember our first date, and I know we went to downtown and we walked around for a bit. We met with Maddie Natty, and we went to his favorite spot. I saw
Zach's
that.
favorite spot?
Yeah.
So do you like Maddie and Natty's favorite spot?
No. Well, they have the same favorite spot, so
Oh, okay.
they're nerds. And then oh man, and then we watched a movie at home. We like cuddled and watched a movie. That was our first
See,
date.
that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I keep. Okay, here's what I keep fantasizing
Mhm.
about how it's gonna go. I keep having this idea, like, this is what the date is like in my mind every night before I go to bed. I think about this. We go to islands for some reason, even though I don't really like that place.
Yeah. Go during happy hour.
I
Sit at
know.
the bar.
Yeah. So we go to islands. We talk for a while. We really hit it off. We like each other a lot. Then after islands, I'm like, oh, hey, like. Then after islands, I'm like, oh, do you want to like go to the beach? And so then we drive to the beach, which might not be the best idea because the way to the beach from where we are right now, a wild path, and I can't drive that way on the first date because I feel like then he'd be like, "You're a crazy driver,"
Don't talk to me about driving.
and so then, oh, both our boyfriends don't drive.
He always had to act like he like driving. Oh, he knows how. Always criticized by driving. I'm like, shut up. You don't have your license yet.
Oh my god. So, um, so then we go to the beach, and then we walk along the beach, and then we watch the sunset, and then we kiss, and it's the most perfect date ever. But I'm like trying not to have that idea in my brain. Like in my brain, I'm trying to tell myself like, that'd be cool if that happened, but that's not how it's going to happen because I don't want to hype up another date and then get there and be like, oh.
Yeah. I think as a night date, Santa Monica Pier would be a nice night date.
Yeah. It would be really fun to go there.
Yeah.
With him, but he takes the bus, and I don't know where he lives, so I don't want to be like, oh, do you want to do this, and then like me have to drive him all the way home and like figure out a new place, and then
Yeah, you can do it for like some dates in, because then he just spend the night.
yeah, I thought about that too, where I was like, oh, well, maybe after Islands, we come back to my apartment and we like watch a movie or something.
Yeah, you can put the bed together and watch a
Yeah,
movie.
I'd be like, can you push the beds together? I can't move them because I had surgery, but we push the bed together. This blanket is big enough to fit on both of them. Like, push the beds together, make this one, and then watch a movie or a TV show or anime, I guess.
We
So,
booze.
yeah. I don't like anime like that, but he does.
I like anime like that. I can be a weeboo.
I used to like anime, and I used to watch all the time. I have like some anime right here in my shelf. But
you're more weeboo over me. Okay, you actually have things.
yeah,
I like anime, but at one point I stopped watching anime as much and started going to Korean dramas. And now I'm just doing a whole bunch of dramas in different languages.
Do you want more wipes?
No, not yet.
See, the thing is like before I moved here in middle school, the only like anime I'd ever seen was like Pokemon and Digimon, and that was it. And I didn't really understand that those weren't like American cartoons. And then I was here in middle school, and people were talking about High School of the Dead and Clannad, and I was like, I guess I'll watch those. I'd never finished Clannad. It's too sad, but I did watch all of High School of the Dead.
Is that how you say that, Clannad? I never knew how to say it. I just said Clan.
I think it's Clannad.
I finished that.
And or Clannad, I don't know. It's Clan
AD. That's pretty much what I said. Yeah. Clan and
it's like CLANN, I think.
Yeah.
AD. Clannad. Anyway, so I didn't watch that one. I was like, no, what the fuck.
Also, yeah, that was really sad.
Also, I don't like dubbed anime. Like, it just looks wrong to me. So
I don't mind dub, but I prefer to do sub.
Yeah, see, it depends. Like sometimes I'll watch the dub and I'll be like, "This is funny," and then other times I'm like, "No, it has to be subbed."
Yeah.
So those are like my first two animes. That's like a really weird way to be introduced to anime. I think like people should start out with something different, and then from there, and that was middle school. And then I didn't watch anime again until like freshman year of high school because my friends were watching like Death Note, and then watched Death Note, and I've watched a whole bunch of shit since then, but my main three: Neon Genesis Evangelion, Princess Jellyfish, and probably Tokyo Magnitude 8 point. Oh no, sorry, excuse me, I lied. my main three are Neon Genesis Evangelion, Princess Jellyfish, and Ping Pong the Animation. Those are my ones.
My main three, I don't know if I have a main three, but the ones I started out watching, I think my first anime, I don't think it's like has to be one of my first, was Darker Than Black. It's not really a series you can really find anymore. You can find like the later series, but not the beginning. Soul Eater.
Oh wait, no. There it is. Okay, and we're back. The computer died.
You won't be able to tell that though.
No. Okay. So wait, what were we talking about?
I don't know. I just know we already picked out dinner.
Yeah. We picked out dinner. We talked about how I've like fantasized about this like date.
Yeah.
Push the beds together.
My fantasized date. My number one date. I don't know. I don't even know how like I want to date. I just know how I want to be proposed to.
How do you want to be proposed to?
I want to do a scavenger hunt of like all of our places. So.
I've heard people want that same thing before too.
My teacher got one, in 7th grade, and I like loved it. I loved the story. I was like, yes, I want that. Ours could be like a Minecraft version though, because I'm not gonna like
A Minecraft version.
because my ass is too lazy to get up and actually go all those places.
Well, you guys
So
could drive to like different places.
that's all I work. I feel like Minecraft was our game in the beginning anyway, so
Mhm.
he could just build a Minecraft world, put it up, put little signs about our little history, and I would be cool with that. And then like at the end, it can tell me to go one spot. I would go one place,
That's cute.
and then get there and like everybody's there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that I like. I never really thought about how I want to be. What?
Really?
I never really thought about how I want to be proposed to, or how I want if I'm gonna be the one to propose. I've not thought about how I would do it, but I feel like I'd want to be taken to like, if possible, this would like not the first place we ever went on a date. That's a dumb, especially if it's gonna be islands. Full shade to islands. I hate you.
I don't. I love your happy hours, so.
Your drinks are pretty good, but your food sucks in my opinion. So I'll eat there though. I feel like it'd be nice to go to like a place that's like super important to you guys.
Mhm.
Just one place and be like, why are we here? Because obviously you'll know, but like,
Yeah.
and then I don't know. I want it to be like a really big surprise if it happens though. But I also want to talk about you. I want to talk about it, but I want it to be a surprise. Like talk about it in the way that it's like, hey, like, have you ever thought about getting married?
Mhm.
Or like, should we get married to each other? And then be like, yeah, maybe we should get married to each other.
Yeah.
And then have them go behind my back, talk to my friends, and ask ask about stuff that I like, or I go behind their back, talk to his friends, find out what he likes, and then propose. Ideally, it would be super awesome if we both went to propose to each other at the exact same time,
Oh my gosh.
but I don't know if that'll happen.
Alright, I'll drive to places if I have to, but I'm just thinking I'm like, that's a lot of driving.
No, I think the Minecraft one is cute.
I think the Minecraft one is cute too. Shows how much effort and time he put into it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be lazy on my end.
You could do like a date, or what if you recreated your a whole entire like first date or something?
No, I don't want to do that.
No.
No. It's either all history or no way, man.
I know
When he goes to listen to this.
when I was listening to these people once talk about how they want to do a proposal or like how they want to be proposed to. This guy was like, "Oh, I want to take her to like really important spots and be like, remember when we went here and like did this and then go to the next place?" But I feel like if you do that shit, it keeps going like you're gonna know like by the end.
Yeah.
So I just want it to like happen. Maybe we go on a trip.
My mom got proposed to at like a family barbecue.
You wanna know how my dad proposed to my mom?
How?
They were in traffic, in the car, and my dad goes, "So what if we got married?" And my mom was like, "Are you proposing to me right now?" And he's like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Yes, but you're gonna propose to me for real." And so I think he did that. But I may there's this game called Quiplash that I have we need to have a party or something so we can play Quiplash. Where you use your phone and like
Yeah.
yeah, you know what Quiplash is?
Yeah. We can stream it.
That's true.
Mhm.
So anyway, Quiplash. One of the questions was like, "What's the worst way to propose or whatever?" And I put in the car in traffic, and I was playing it with my family. When we played Quiplash as a family, we were just like bagging on my dad the whole entire time.
Yeah, no. I remember because my mom actually wanted to propose to my dad.
Really?
Yeah, my mom was gonna propose to my dad when we went to the trip. when we went to Puerto Rico in August,
Mhm.
but that didn't happen. 'Cause I think there was something going on over there, and we just couldn't go anymore. So it was like for a holiday. I think it's I don't know what the holiday is close in August, but it was some holiday, and
You still have some right here.
it was some holiday, and my dad was also planning on proposing to my mom. So since we ain't going on a trip, he's like, "Hey, we'll just do it." Yeah, he's like, "We'll just do it at the barbecue because we have to do it." So that's where it happened instead. But yeah, they both planned on proposing to each other, but they didn't know. The other person didn't know.
Did they talk to you about it?
They talked to me about it. I went to go pack out both of their rings. I was like there for the whole process of them talking about it and how they were planning it out. And then they're like, "Don't tell your mom, don't tell your dad." And I'm like, okay. And ever since then, they knew I was good at keeping secrets. Because as soon as they proposed, my mom was talking about how she was going to propose and how they both told me. And then they both just looked at me. And I was just like, I don't know what you want from me. I did as I was told. So
we've talked about what we want our weddings to be like before, but not on the podcast.
I can't even fucking remember.
Do you want a big wedding or a small wedding?
I want. I don't know.
I want a small ceremony, but a big party.
I just know I wanted the game room to be attached to my wedding, so I can just be like, "All right, guys, you guys have fun in the dance room. I'm gonna go game. Bye."
Okay, so a small ceremony, so like maybe just a couple of friends come to the ceremony at like a courthouse or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have like a really big reception, and then yeah, at somebody's house or something.
I think I want everything big or medium, like
Mm-hmm.
not small, but big enough where you have to rent a hall and have a DJ and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But not big enough where like we gotta go outside because there ain't enough room for everybody. We ain't doing all that. I just told you I want a game room. We gotta be inside.
My grandpa's wedding
Mm-hmm.
was like at this house, but it was like inside the house, outside, like all around.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really fancy house in Palm Springs. It was awesome. If I were rich, I would have a cool ass wedding like that.
Yeah. I don't know though, because I don't know if I want my the ceremony in a church. I don't think I want it in a church. I think I want mine outside, to be honest. But I don't know where outside I would do that.
I don't want a ceremony like really at all, because it feels like so like attached to like I don't know, like Christianity or whatever. And I'm like, God's not gonna be a part of this marriage, so like.
So I don't know, because I feel like
That's what I'll do at the courthouse.
yeah.
They'll keep it neutral, keep it clean,
Keep it legal.
keep it legal, keep it sexy.
Yeah, I wanna have that moment when you walk down the aisle and everybody's looking at you.
Yeah. I know. See that having a having a ceremony would be cool for that, because I've imagined my ceremony would be like me and my husband to be like meeting and then walking down the aisle together.
Did I get it all?
Oh, you still have like some right here on your chin. You should just like, you know what?
Pause.
Try the dry exfoliator and see what happens. Dry exfoliator from Eco Tools.
Not do anything. You like made this face at it.
No, it's not really doing anything. Dating and marriage.
Yeah, right. We should change the title of this. Dating and marriage.
dating and like all the
What time do you want to get? What time? How old would you want to be when you get married?
what time? I've thought about this a lot, and I would, if I was dating somebody right now and everything was going well, I'd be totally down to get married like after 2 years.
Mhm.
So that right now would be when I'm 24. If I started dating somebody right now and it was amazing for 2 years,
Mhm.
I'd get married at 24. But on one hand, I don't want to be tied down for all of my 20s unless I've actually really truly loved the person. So I don't know, but I've resigned myself to thinking that I'm not even going to get married until I'm 30 anyway, because, like, dating is just so hard.
Yeah.
I've been single for so long. But I'd get married whenever, if I could. What am, I'm. Tell him your plan.
Well, since since I'm planning on having kids by the time I'm 27, and I want 3 kids, but so I said like I said I'm okay with having kids by the like 25 to 32. I say is my like where I'm cool with having kids. I'm like kids, cool, can do that. So I would say I would get married at like 24 or 25. Like right before I start having kids, I want to be married. I want to be married before I have kids. Or here's the thing: I either want to be married before I have all my kids, or I want to be married after I have all my kids. It's either before or all, not like halfway through. It's all or nothing.
I'd get married before you have kids.
Yeah,
But
but
if
I
you
mean,
get pregnant before
I was about to say, but if I get pregnant beforehand, I'm okay with it being after, but it has to be after all of them. Because we have a tight schedule. Marriage is not one there. um, but yeah, I think I'm cool with getting married after I turn 21 to 20 to 30 when I have my kids, because I think my age limit was 32 for my kids cutoff period. So
when are you gonna start trying to have kids?
25 to 26
Uh-huh.
is when I plan on start trying to have kids. Graduate college when I'm 20. It gives me 5 years to set up my career. And another 5 years to have a family. So
Very nice.
yeah. My boyfriend always like, we talked about marriage before. I think he was like, I'm not ready to get married. And I'm like, bro, nobody's talking about getting married now. I'm not even 21. I can't even drink, okay? If I can't drink at my wedding, I don't want one. So
just get married in Missouri. You can drink in public if your parents are there.
No, I want to go there. That's a horror town. I told you it was
Missouri.
like Silent Night.
Silent Hill.
Yeah, Silent Hill. What I say, Silent Night.
Yeah.
Painting.
My sister lives in Missouri, so
yeah. I might go myself after this a little bit. I don't feel like getting up though. I'm too comfortable right now. So yeah, no. And I think we were looking up like places to get married, and that's when we like decided where we would get married at. And I can't remember which place I was really digging. I think in the aquarium.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I dig. Oh, that would be so cute.
Why are you thinking about it now?
Because he's like, yes, because he's like a nerd and he likes astronomy, and I like, I dig underwater sea creatures. So it's like if we do a mixture of like outside and then like indoors with like the aquarium under the ground, I think that would be cute.
That would be cute.
But I just said I want my game room, so if I can have my game room, well, we can do the ceremony like. We can do a ceremony in the aquarium. We can do the reception half outside and half inside. For those people who are like, I can't deal with being outside, it's too cold, or whatever. So
well,
that
when
way,
are you gonna get married? Like what month?
Not during the summer. Fuck summer. I think I'm gonna do fall wedding.
A fall wedding.
Yeah, my parents did a fall wedding. It was pretty. We went to go take pictures. It was like leaves on the ground, very colorful.
Hard pressed to find that in Southern California, though.
We said we're getting married here, okay? No.
Okay, we said we're getting married here.
I feel like here the marriage would be hella expensive. We're gonna go back to New Jersey. I'm gonna go back to New Jersey, but exactly, we're gonna have a New Jersey wedding or anywhere that's cheaper. Let's go. We're packing the car right now.
Yeah, but then everybody else has to buy their plane ticket.
Yeah, but most of my family's in New Jersey. It's just his family. Mhm.
I guess.
Yeah, and I don't count because I'm on a plan, so it would just be him and his family.
And whatever friends from wherever.
Yeah, that's why I said road trip. That way, we don't have to. It's just as much, to be honest. We save a lot of money if we're all going. So, I think without stopping, it was like $200 max. So
that's not that bad.
Yeah. And then with stopping, hotel every night, so it's like $100. It was like $106 every night. So 2 nights. It was only for 2 nights, so even that's not that bad. That's like 3 something. So I'm like, oh, it's still cheaper than my flight.
It was.
Yeah. The only thing that's a little more is when I have to go get my oil change, but that's for $40. But I'm gonna have my boyfriend learn how to do that, so he can just do it. So we'll have to keep going. He doesn't know about that yet, but I'll tell him next time I see him.
I need to get my oil changed.
He already learned how to fix brakes for me. He can learn how to change an oil too.
Awesome. He's learning so much.
I learned the process too, but I learned by watching. He learned by doing. So.
Gotcha.
So.
Well.
Right. You know, most of this is just fluff. But it's okay because we're adding the last part from the other part, so that should be good enough for now. All right, deuces.
Yeah. Listen to us in a couple of days.
Yeah. Sorry, we didn't know what to talk about, so we didn't give it as oomph. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
As the oomph.
Yeah. We didn't give it as much effort, I guess. Not really effort, because it's a lot of work.
We'll think about something else on the way to In-N-Out.
Yeah. Lucas is hungry, okay? He's more worried about food.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, topic, food. That's going to be our new topic of the day. Alright, bye.